Okay, Bezrat Hashem, B'Shat Olam Matzliach. We are back at Limud Sof. Okay, if you finally Chanukah is over, we could learn on time. Baruch Hashem. We're here at the Midrash Agavoa Shel David Chai B'Shat Olam Matzliach. Thomas 4601 Thomas Street, right?
It's also the kids.
What?
The kids' parties, this, that.
Thomas 46.
He's still. I don't. What do you want me to say? You want me to agree to that? No, it's not okay. Kids, Schmitz. What's the big deal? Learn a half hour. It's all half hour learning after a whole day of balagan working with this. Who knows with all the garbage outside? Well, at least we have some Torah. And it says befeirush not to be mevatel for halakha life. Okay. Anyway, the Talmidei Chachamim, by the way, in yeshivas the mevatel because that's what they do the whole day learning. So they tell them, you know what, to be makpid. It's a good thing. But people who are learning like us, we're not learning full day. So at least we have a shiur, we have a learning, not mevatel. Okay, so we're back here at David Chai, but Midrash today is already the 3rd of the month of Tevet. There are some years where Chanukah ends on the 3rd of Tevet. You know that, right? Not this year. This year we had 2 days Rosh Chodesh. Yeah. Okay, but when there's 1 day Rosh Chodesh, Chanukah ends on the 3rd of Tevet. But tonight is already no more Chanukah. Unfortunately, the 8 days are passed already. But let's learn Torah. Let's continue. We are holding on Thursday night, going into Friday, 6th day of the week of Parashat Shabbat Veigash. B'Shat Olam Matzliach. We're going to continue in the Halachot Kriyat Shema Utfilah Arvit, and it's time. Reish Lamed Hey B'Chavod Rabbi Abraham. But you don't, make sure you write loud because we are on YouTube.
295.
Reish, 296.
Siman.
אוקיי, א', זמן קריאת שמע של ערבית. זמן קריאת שמע בלילה משעת יציאת 3 כוכבים קטנים.
Good. So 1 second, I thought we did this already, right?
No, we
didn't do this yet? It says the time of Kriyat Shema of night, it's from the moment when the 3 stars come out. Okay, let's not confuse. We said till now that you're allowed to pray Arvit even from Plag Mincha, which is about today in New Florida, it's about 4:30. Right? In New York, it's about 3:40. Okay? 4:40 here, but in New York, it's always an hour earlier in the wintertime. So even they're not 1 hour ahead of us. It's just somehow the sun over there sits earlier.
But it's not crazy a little bit, like to pray Arvit in 3:30?
No, over there.
Yeah, over there, I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's not...
No, not 3.
Not at all. No, here it's 4:30.
Plag Mincha today,
Yeah.
4:35.
35, yeah. Plag Mincha is
No,
4:35.
New York goes
1 hour earlier than
Yeah,
us,
it's
about.
like in New York, it's not crazy to do like plug like Arvit like at 3:30.
I know.
You know what I mean? No, it's
yeah.
like I'm comfortable, no? Like, pray.
What about Canada?
Canada, wow.
Yeah. I think the earliest one is New York is 3:41, something like that.
341?
But people
3:41 Plag Mincha, yeah.
but people still doing that? Like people do Arvit in that
You see what here, Yom Natan Avadia told us here in Florida, and I'm happy about it. Young Israel is makpid on that. There's a minyan before Plag of Mincha, and right after Plag they do Arvit, which is great if you think about it for a second.
How it's great.
It's great for the community. You, like we said, you have an emergency, you have to go take a flight. You're gonna catch a flight, and for sure you're gonna skip Arvit.
Where they do this? Young Israel?
Yeah, you told me Young Israel, no? Plag Mincha they down Arvit.
Some older people.
You told me
8
this.
o'clock already.
You told me to do Mincha and Arvit right away together at 4:30 about.
8 o'clock. They have dinner.
This was 2 weeks ago you said those words. Now you change your mind?
Yeah, I think I had to change my mind.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I got to
So
research.
early bird.
Huh?
I got to research. I'm not sure if they do.
But you told me those. I have a recording. If you're gonna say no, I'm gonna
Go
go.
check it tomorrow. Go check it in Young Israel and see if like they do it or not.
No, they do it. I've been there many times.
So, oh, it was him.
You said those words or him said it?
I don't
The
remember.
Dabam after Plag Mincha Arvit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's all.
I was
You know, Tavadia, please. Yeah, I'm on the video apologizing.
Every day.
But they do it back to back. This is what they do. It's not.
Yeah. So what I wanted to say, even though you're allowed to daven Arvit before nightfall, right? So, but however, Zman Kriyat Shema Chiyuv, Zman Kriyat Shema, if when the 3 stars, small ones, come out at night, when you see them, that's when it's Zman Kriyat Shema. Continue.
ואם הוא יום מעונן, ימתין עד שיצא הספק מליבו.
Okay, we did some of this already. We said,
ואם קראה...
one second, we said that if it's a cloudy day and you don't know when so just wait until most probably you remember yesterday what time the 3 stars came out. So today add 2 more minutes extra. Nothing will happen to you.
ואם קראה קודם לכן, חוזר וקורא אותה בלא ברכות.
Right, if you did Arvit early, obviously when you do Arvit, you do Kriyat Shema there, right? Kriyat Shema Brechotea. However, if you davened early before nightfall, you should do Chazara. You should be repeating the Kriyat Shema at nightfall.
ואם הציבור מקדימים לקרוא...
One second, very important, without brachot. He says specifically not to say brachot of the Kriyat Shema again.
אם הציבור מקדימים לקרוא את קריאת שמע מבעוד יום, יקרא עמהם קריאת שמע וברכותיה, ויתפלל עמהם. כשהגיע הזמן, קורא קריאת שמע בלא ברכות.
Below brachot. So now, if you're davening with the tzibur that davens early, okay, and you sure you guys we did the whole pilpul over here, I remember. Okay, now if the tzibur is davening earlier, you are allowed to daven right. We did all this already. I'm telling you, I don't know how did we end up. We spoke about this all clearly. I got the wrong book in my hands.
They even asked you what
Yeah. Because we went inside Mishnah Berurah.
See which one?
ומי הוא לא יחזור ויתפלל בלילה, אף על פי שהציבור מקדימים הרבה לפני הלילה. It says over here, we had a whole pilpul why Rema is adding that you shouldn't go down Arvit again. Like we had a Havamina that you're going to daven Arvit again. Right, we have the whole thing in there.
we don't say again.
Right.
This was on 296, Mishnah Berurah Hey.
Mishnah Berurah Hey.
Yeah, so I've already...
So we did ahead of it. We went ahead a little bit, maybe. That's why. Okay, that's what's happening. We went ahead a little bit. No, we had a whole big problem like this. Let's just say the Shulchan Aruch. Shulchan Aruch says like this: you're going to repeat the Kriyat Shema. You would daven with early minyan. You should not say it b'rchoteya. ויתפלל עמהם וכשיגיע הזמן קורא. So you daven early, but when time comes for Kriyat Shema, you say Kriyat Shema again without brachot. The Haggah was the problem. The Haggah, and that's why we went inside. In Mishnah Berurah we did inside a little bit, but really we didn't go step by step. We went inside Biur Halacha. What does it mean? Listen to the problem over here. The problem was with the Haggah. Haggah says, Umihu, I'm going to say it because we already did it before. Look inside please. Umihu lo yachzor v'yitpalel balayla. I don't understand. However, you should not repeat the prayer. What? Why would I? That was the problem, right? Why would you daven again? Even though you pray, if the prayer happened way before night, that's going to be the explanation. He says, even though they prayed way before, while it's still a day outside, like Mincha time, right? Yeah. Which you, and the way I think that we answered over here, where you usually don't pray at that time. And now because you have to catch an airplane or whatever, you daven at this time. The question is, now that it came time, maybe you want to daven again. Do it b'lechatchila. I want to daven. There was b'diavad. You never knew that you're going to come to your destination on time. And now you have a minyan, Arvit, of the tzedek chachamim. Maybe you'll daven again. Maybe that was the few scenarios we threw in trying to explain the Ramah. What are you saying? Why would I daven again? Well, again, one more time. ומי הוא לא יחזור ויתפלל בלילה אף על פי שהציבור מקדימים הרבה לפני הלילה. Even if you die way before nightfall, you pray with them, you should not pray again. אלא אם כן הוא רגיל בשעה הפרשיות והחסידות. בשעה הפרישות והחסידות. Unless you're a person who was very meticulous. So again, how can you daven again? What are we talking about here? So that was the whole, that's going to go into Mishnah Berurah. Huh? No, again, but Tfilat Nedava mitzad what?
No, like you know.
Good. Actually, it's the same what people said. Halach also mentioned that. You're right. Yes, there was some discussion. Maybe he means that the one who is poresh, somebody who is holy, and he's in such a level, let him daven again, let him pray again with the machshava of the dava. Or leafuki. There was another opinion. Remember how many times we said you could daven mincha? Remember we had a whole siman. If you would daven in mincha before, right after. Mincha Gdola, right after Mincha Gdola, like 12:40, right? And you're doing it as what? As a nedava, and then you do another mincha by time of shkia, before shkia, as a chova. Remember, we had a whole siman. So some say over here, this is what Ramah is talking about.
We can do the first one as a
nedava, and the second one is chova. Yes, we could do that. Maybe you were on the phone. Sorry. We spoke about this.
So we do.
No, it's a good review. We were trying to review it.
Right, yeah.
When we do Arvit and Shema at the earlier time, we say the brachot.
Yes.
But when we do it at the right time, we don't say the brachot.
Right.
Doesn't
Very good. Very good question. Okay, we'll go. Mishnah Berurah will touch it, Mr.
But it's the brachot that we say right before the
That's
Shema.
right. The two brachot before and the two brachot after, right before Shemona Esrei. Right. So he's asking a beautiful question. If I have to say Kriyat Shema again, if I'm mechuyev, so why not with the brachoteya? Because Mistama, it's berchoteya, it's all related, right? If you take, I'll tell you off the head what I'm thinking right away. It just came to my top of my mind. It says over there, Ezu ben Haolam Haba, Somech Geula Letfilah. Right? So lechoira the geula which is in the brachot, you have to say the brachot, and in the brachot there's a lashon of geula that you have to be mechaber right away to Shmoneh Esrei. We do that in Shacharit, and the same thing applies during Arvit. So you have the geula over there, Gal Israel, and right away Hashkivenu, which is arichta, we call it geula arichta, and so the brachot have something to do with the concept of going to Shmoneh Esrei. But since I davened already, I yotze all that. And now I'm only chiyuv the oraita of what? Mitam safek. Maybe you're yotze already. Just to let you know, you're yotze, right? According to Rabbi Yehuda, you're yotze not. He holds, plug him in, it's time already for Kabbalat. Zero, that's it, it's the next day already.
But you're saying that if it's like in regilut,
Yeah?
if it's in regilut like to do that, but if it's not in regilut to do that, הוא לא יוצא.
Again, according to Rabbi Yehuda, you don't have to do Chazara on Kriyat Shema.
Yeah, but you told me
But you see, there's a tad, there's a
you told me
tam.
that if you have regilut like to pray on the time of Rabbi Yehuda mentioned,
Right?
if you do, if you
You
don't,
still have to do Kriyat Shema. That's what exactly for those people we're talking about. Exactly those people are we talking about. All those
Yeah.
people. And on Shabbat, you do that regular Shabbat. Most people on that Shabbat, they do early Kabbalah Shabbat, and they do Al Kriyat Shema also early.
we,
So-
like we do
We
this
had-
like
No, but according to, just let's get this straight. According to Rabbi Yehuda, you don't have to say Kriyat Shema anymore.
again, if you have regilut,
We're
like
saying
to-
it only because we're safek if the halacha is lakim or not. What do you want to say?
But again, whatever you told us, that it's if you have regilut to pray on the time of Rabbi Yehuda. So if let's say like 5:45, it's like Arvit, like according like to Rabbi Yehuda, and you're praying all the time 4:45. But if I don't pray like 4:45 and I pray like 6 o'clock Arvit, so then I need like to repeat it.
No,
because for me it's not Arvit.
By you, if you're not traveling and you're not gonna miss a minyan, for you will be asur to daven for 4:45 Arvit. It's only in an emergency.
Even if like I want like if I want like to
Just to relax with your wife, to go take your wife to the restaurant. No, it's not good enough. Not good. If you could find a minyan, as long as you know that there is minyan after where you are coming. If you know for a fact there is no minyan after you're done what you're doing with your family or whatever it is with your wife, or you're going to a wedding, whatever it is, then there is no heter. The heter is only when there is no chance. Question is now, there is a chance. You miscalculated. You daven early 4:45 whatever the young Israel is, and now mitbatel meeting. The wedding, I don't know, something I canceled.
Okay.
The baby has a yellow. They didn't do brit milah. What are you gonna do?
Okay.
Now you thought it was fine. So he says now that's what Shulchan Aruch is relating to, and that's what Rama also means. Some say that's what Rama means. What are you saying? You have to do, don't daven again. If you told me I'm patur Kriyat Shema, birchotea, Rabbi Lior's question, right? So what's tefillah b'chlal have to do anything? That's for sure you patur. If you patur from the brachot, we for sure patur from the tefillah. So all these are just the scenarios that we discussed in previous days in reference to this Rama, which was questionable Rama altogether. And now we're gonna start Mishnah Brura, Siif Katan Hey.
I think we're going too fast for him.
Okay, so let's just repeat the Mishnah Brura from Aleph, and it's gonna make us help us slowly. Yeah, digest.
A little slow.
Okay, Siif Katan Aleph is on the right side. Maybe page 296. Zohar, page 296. Page 296. Paging Zohar. Page 296. You're not on the same page.
Balayla Misha.
Yes. Siif Katan Aleph, Balayla Bisha'ah. Right? So he said like this. Yitzhak Shlosha Kochavim. So when they start Kriyat Shema, from the times the 3 stars come out. Dichtiv. How do I know that this is the time? It says in the Torah. Dichtiv Upsho B'cha, that when you are going to sleep. Vekodam Laila Lav Zman Shchivahu. Yeah, this explains your question. If according to Rabbi Yehuda, right, the Paga Mincha is 4:45. Who goes to sleep at 4:45? So nobody goes to sleep. Even if the night, even though it's not right, it's not. So lechoira, even according to Rabbi Yehuda, maybe there is a shiloh of you would be mechayiv, you don't take Kriyat Shema again.
Those days they didn't go like to sleep early, like
Not 4:45. For sure not. Once the sun is still out, nobody go to sleep. That's what he's saying. Ubekodam laila lav zman shchivahu. Before nightfall, nobody calls it as a. Could be that Rabbi Yehuda will say it's already the next day, but he doesn't call it that's time of sleeping. What?
The whole purpose of Rabbi Yehuda's opinion is that if it gets dark, people are not going to pray at all.
Okay.
You got to pray while it's light because then you're going to walk outside. There's no light.
That's a good explanation, but I don't know if that's the real purpose of Rabbi Yehuda.
I remember learning it somewhere.
But
the whole purpose is if you're going to pray late, then you're going to walk in the dark. What if you have a long walk? You can get attacked. You could
No, so the reason that Chachamim mentioned is Ben Arbaim. That's the zman of Ben Arbaim. Ben Arbaim over there, it's even though it's starting after Chatzot. Ben Arbaim usually means after Chatzot and Davan. since the sun is already setting down, right? So the Chachamim tell us plaga mincha, which is mincha ktana and plaga mincha. That's those 2.5 hours, which is already going already to the extreme. But Rabbi Yehuda holds. I don't remember exactly. I don't know if that was the reason that Rabbi Yehuda holds. That because of night, nobody's going to daven Arvit. Maybe I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I hear it.
Maybe it was.
But I hear it. Okay. ולילה מקרי משנראו ברקיע 3 כוכבים בינונים. So when is the night? Everybody agrees. Here's the Mishnah Berurah already making a distinction between the Shulchan Aruch. Shulchan Aruch told us three כוכבים קטנות, 3 stars that are small. Mishnah Berurah is telling you no. Most people agree that nightfall is already when 3 middle stars come out. But why did Shulchan Aruch tell us 3 small stars? To tell you the following. Because most people, when they look up to the sky, they don't know what's a large star, small star. Many people will say, if the halacha was middle ones, people will look at the big stars and say, those are middle ones. In order to prevent that, and big stars are not sign of night yet. The big stars you could actually see while it's still sunlight.
Yeah.
Okay? Therefore, says Mishnah Berurah, thank you for the water, it's a little bit hot here. Therefore, the Mishnah Berurah points out that we are more stringent and the Chachamim were mechayev the small stars. Number 6 in Matzliach, ulefi zeh bezmanenu. And therefore, according to in our times, thank you. Okay, don't answer amen in YouTube.
Amen.
Until we learn if it's live, you can answer.
What?
That's not right.
Not like. ולפי זה בזמננו שיש שעונים מצויים אם יודע מתי השקיעה יכול לחשב הזמן. In our times we have, the rabbi says in Matzliach, today we have clocks. Everybody has a watch. Everybody knows when the night is nightfall. ואין צריך להמתין לקטנים. You don't have to wait till you find 3 small stars. By the way, today is much harder to see stars than in the olden days. Because today, anywhere you go, your zoom, your lenses in your eyes are they're adjusted already to bright light, and it's going to be very hard for you to find 3 small stars. So therefore, the rabbi in Matzliach says you don't have to rely on this Mishnah Berurah that tells you to go outside and find Shulchan Aruch. ועל דרך שכתב הרב לקמן, ולשיעור זמן צאת הכוכבים, הוא 3/4 מיל באופק ארץ ישראל שהוא Chai Dakot. Yeah, this is Machloki. This is the way we got this. Remember, that's why we ended up over here. There's a whole big Machloki, according to Ish Matzliach, against Rav Ovadia, against everybody, and against Maran even. The 18 minutes or 13 minutes is the time of Shkiat HaChama in Eretz Yisrael. Rav Ovadia holds 13 and a half. He says 18 minutes. The Rosh Yeshiva of Ish Matzliach, Kisar HaChamim, holds it's 18 minutes. That's Shitat of Rambam. And he says it's most probably that the Maran did not see the Shita of Rambam because he doesn't even discuss it. How do we know if Maran Shulchan Aruch saw something or not? If he discussed it, right? Sometimes I give up Psak Halacha and I bring down the Shulchan Aruch and everything. So some people come to me and say, Rabbi, what do you do? What do you do? You think that other rabbis didn't see this? Why are you bringing the Shulchan Aruch? I said, do you know what's my excuse that I'm saying what I'm saying is correct and the other rabbis maybe I don't know what he did. It's very simple. If the other rabbi did not knock down the shita that's brought down in Shulchan Aruch, because that's the way to pass in halacha today. If you want to bring down halacha, you made a chidush. You have a beautiful chidush. That's what Rav Ovadia does, right? How do you bring halacha? How do you bring halacha to Ma'aseh today? You must bring the arguing opinions. So if Bet Yosef did not bring the Ramban's opinion. He did not bring the Rambam's opinion that in Eretz Israel, Shkia and Tzedek HaChavim is 18 minutes. So says Kisar HaChamim, Rosh Yeshiva, says since he didn't bring it, you see that he didn't know. Had he saw Rambam, he would tell you 18 minutes. What is this 4.5 minutes? You know how many Isorei Dorati you could be over on that 4.5 minutes? When is Brit Milah? When is so many questions over there? Right? What is exactly happening? That's 4.5 minutes. What about checking Nida? What about Mordachuk? When you could put inside Mordachuk? If a woman didn't do it, what's his name? After Shkia, how many more minutes does he have before Shkia? Oh, there's so much Torah involved. There's so much Torah involved. So says Rabbi Kizer Hamim is that had Maran seen Rambam 18 minutes, he would pass like 18 minutes. So, and why does he know that he didn't see it? Mistama, he didn't discuss it. Since he didn't discuss it, he didn't see it. By the way, that's how every posuk has to, what's his name? In order to knock down a shita, has to bring down that shita and say that shita is no good. We have other shita to go against it. That's the right of every Rav. That's the right of a posek. Posek is going to bring you shitot. But to say, Rabbi Sofer, you're wrong, because what do you mean the other rabbis? What do you mean the other rabbis is giving psak halacha without discussing the Shulchan Aruch? When if the rabbis, like I'm not going to say because YouTube is going to shut me down instantly. If I'm going to tell you what I'm talking about, what I have in mind, he knows what I'm talking about. YouTube will shut me down in a second. Just where you should mention that word, Rashayim. We can't mention that word. But most rabbis who allow it, by the way, they do not bring down the Shulchan Aruch that I bring down. So you're there, Siman, Kuf, Nun, Hey. The first halacha is Siv Katan, Aleph, and Bet, what that tells us exactly the halacha. And all the rabbis today who go against the Shulchan Aruch, none of them bring it down. It's so funny. It's so funny. But anyway, let's go. Let's go weiter. Shlosha Kochavim. So we said it has to be 3 stars. Why? What does Shlosha mean? Do they have to be together in a cluster, or they could be spread? Says Mishnah Brura, Afilu Mefuzarim. Rabbi Avram Gimel, Sif Katan Gimel, Yamtin. That's why? When should he wait? This is talking about in Shulchan Aruch that there was a cloudy day. Yeah, the Safek. The Oraita who Agra. So the Gra explains the reason why you have to wait a little bit. You know, yesterday was 5:57, right?
Yeah.
Well, 5:51 over here, 5:51. According to the earliest shita, I'm totally against it. But let's say I light candles 6:15. It was a whole Hanukkah 6:13, 6:15. Same thing I did in New York. Always in New York I waited 45 minutes. Here I wait 36 minutes. Okay, mitzat safek. What time shkia? Shkia is a little bit earlier, so it's 5:40. So 6:16. You light candles to be yotze older than now. The question is, it's not the question that you're not yotze if you light earlier. Of course you will yotze if you light earlier. The question is when does the 30 minutes start? The countdown of 30 minutes start. Today I heard this Hanukkah is my first time I hear a shita that says no, even if you light after shkia immediately, and as long as it's 30 minutes, you yotze. That was very strange to me, but okay, listen, what are you gonna do? We don't hold it.
Whose opinion?
That's Ramah, B'Shem Ramah, somebody told me, but again, it's very, very strange. Anyway, okay, Milibo, say what is that?
ואם הוא יודע מתי שקעה חמה, ימתין כשהוא 4 מילים, שהוא 72 מינוט.
Okay, ואם הוא יודע מתי שקעה חמה, and you know what time the sunset exactly? 4 מילים, שהוא 72 מינוט. Whoa! That's what? Wait a minute. What is just that Chafetz Chaim say? You guys know what he said? That's Rabbeinu Tam, 72 minutes after Shkiyat HaChama. Wow. Let's see how we have that. Number 7, Ish Matzliach. Haynu le Rabbeinu Tam. It's Rabbeinu Tam. U'de'imei sha'achar hashkiya haniret le'inenu. U'de'imei, it seems to us that after Shkia, when the stars are really starting to be visible, Adaim Ayom Gadol, it still is. When the sun sets, it still looks like a bright day. Most of the time, you see that, especially here in America. אבל לדעת הגאונים, שאחר השקיעה מתחיל בין השמשות, אחר 20 דקות בערך מהשקיעה הוא זמן צאת הכוכבים, וכן מנהג העולם כידוע. So now we have this is the, what's his name? What happened is like this. There is a Shitat Geonim where we could always rely on, and that is worldwide. Whenever the sun sets, 20 minutes after that, most of the time you could already see the stars, and that's already called that it's not sun anymore. It's not, what's his name? No, Ben HaShoshot starts from Shkia.
Okay.
But 20 minutes after Shkia, worldwide, it's already, you could see that it's not Yom Gadol, it's not a light day anymore. But the first 20 minutes, it's very, very confusing time. Still confusing time. But says over here, he's bringing you Shat Geonim. Why am I bringing you down? The Le'inyan Ta'aniyot. Rabbi Israeli, the chief Rabbi Israeli from the chief rabbi, one of the chief rabbis of America, Bukharian chief rabbis, he paskins like the Geonim. We do the Ta'aniyot breaking like Ta'aniyot, Geonim. That's the Shita. In the winter time, 20 minutes. After, what's his name? After Shkia. And in the summertime, 25 minutes. Ta'ani de Rabbanan. Any tiny Ramadan, 25 minutes during the summertime. We went into the big machlok because we always held like Ramosh fights in New York, 45 minutes. Well, that was the standard, 45. Somehow 50 minutes. I never advocated. 45 minutes was a standard thing. But then came Rabbi Israeli and they made a big tumult about it. And 25 minutes, I went to many Rabbanim. We had a whole big discussion about it. But then we came to the conclusion: it's because it's tzibur. You cannot be machriya tzibur. You cannot be do chumrot in a tzibur. So there's a shittat of Geonim. Geonim is not small people. We're talking about. Anyway, so that's what he's telling you here. But according to Mishnah Berurah, 72 minutes, chavre. Vayen lekaman, Siman Reish Tzadi Gimel. Continue over there, safe. Yeah.
רגע,
vayen lekaman.
7.
ואין לקמן, סימן רש צדי ג' סעיף ב' במשנה ברורה וביאור הלכה. בכל העניין דשם שייך גם לכאן.
גם לכאן. So if you want to elaborate more, I guess we have to wait a little bit because we have to go. He's telling us go to Siman 293, which is talking about Shabbat over there. So we're dealing over there already with Shabbat. We're now in Reish Lamed Hey. We're right before Shabbat, right? So I guess over there it's going to discuss this whole concept of Rabbeinu Tam and the whole concept of when is the really Vaday night, right after Shkiat HaChama. So he's actually telling you if it's a day which is what? When it's a day of Meunan, besides that, he's telling you to take it out of your heart. To have no doubts, wait 72 minutes. That's what basically Mishnah Berurah is telling us. Continue.
חוזר וקורא אותה. אין במאמר מרדכי ובנהר שלום שכתבו מעיקר הדין הוא ולא משום דחומרה וכן דעת הגר"א סעיף קטן.
No, what's that? You jump down to Vav already?
אוקיי, קודם לכן?
No, דכל העניין דשם שייך גם לכאן. אוקיי, היי, קודם.
קודם לכן רצונו לומר, קודם צאת הכוכבים, או ביום המעונן, קודם שיצא הספק מליבו.
Right, so somebody who read, so he said, when does this mean? You read earlier than those times. It's telling you two options. One is before Tzedek Kochavim, or you read without having a doubt. Meaning it was cloudy now, you didn't see 3 stars, and you don't know what, where, and how, but you read it.
But
because
not like the time, like
No, because you daven with the minyan. This is all going to be minyan.
Okay.
You're pushed to do it because with the minyan, it's not better to daven with Yechidut. For sure, we already explained that. One of the things, remember I told you many times, if you can't find a minyan later on...
לא, בסדר, אבל עשה ספק מכאילו ליבו. אז מה אם כאילו זה כאילו מכוסה וכאילו יש עננים? אתה יודע את הזמן, אתה יודע שאתה בזמן הנכון.
Right.
אז איזה ספק יש לך?
You don't have the time. You
היום...
can't. Your watch broke. You're in a position you don't know. It's safek, you don't know.
You know that it's like...
You know, but you're still in doubt. It never happens to you?
לא.
Today, Baruch Hashem, we have...
Habibi,
how many times... you're not so fat like me, I'm so fat. I eat a kiss of cake. Is it because not because I... Halas. Kol yom I have sfikot. That's why I'm fat. What do you think I am fat for? From what? Always find the excuse. With his cookies, I don't say cookies delicious, but that's going to be tava. No, I don't know, Habibi, if I ate 30 grams or not. Let's do it down another one. Just to be, yesterday I went to Rosh Chodesh, took my family out to a Chinese restaurant, and they brought me, what's his name? The kreplach, fried kreplach, what is it called? Wontons? Whatever it's called, right? And there's like a whole day they took out. These people they still don't know me. I took 2 pieces. The dough is not. I don't. Okay, take another one. I don't know. The third one is. Take another one. I ate 5 in a hand.
זה ספק about food, but ספק about the light.
Come on. What happens? Look, Baruch Hashem Abraham, you wear a watch. Look, most people with the heads don't wear a watch. You notice that?
No.
You notice that?
No, you have the phone, you have that, But again.
Yeah. אוקיי, ו' חוזר וקורא אותה.
חוזר וקורא אותה, עיין במאמר מרדכי ובנהר שלום שכתבו למעיקר הדין הוא ולא משום חומרה. וכן דעת הגר"א, סעיף קטן.
Yeah, hear what he's telling you over here? It's not a good thing to do. It's actually a chova. If you daven according to Rabbi Akiva, it's a chova, not a what's his name? Just to be it's a maybe.
What?
That it's mekar adin to read Kriyat Shema after stars come out. So it's halacha, it says.
Rav Pinto said that it's very important to pray like on time. Meaning like Arvit to do this like really like on time. The next like on time because this is the time that God give us like that we need like to be tzamud and this is the time exactly like when you get like the shefa, the bracha and everything. Not to go over, not to go less.
That's what we do in the yeshivas, by the way.
Yeah.
The yeshivas we are we are mahmir to do shaharit, nets if possible. Then we do Arvit for sure at night. After all the shurim. All the shurim are over 9:45. You do Arvit. Everybody's happy. There's no spikot at all. Mincha, do Mincha Gdola. The best thing. Best thing in the world. Mincha Gdola.
That's not how we hold.
I know.
Because we hold by Arizal.
Whatever. Again, what's better? What's better? Mincha Gdola, you daven Mincha, you have zero spekot of missing it because of time. I'm going to end over here, but just let's end on this note.
Yeah.
Most people today, most shailot of Chacham, Rabbi, I missed Mincha. Why? Why? Because in his mind, Arizal, wouldn't you Arizal? When Arizal spoke to, by the way, Arizal did not have, let's just say like this, Chaim Tovim. This is not inside the Beit Knesset. There's no Sefer Torah here, so it's allowed to say. When Arizal spoke, let's just say, when Arizal was alive, 500 years ago about?
Yeah.
You know that in Chafetz Chaim time, we're here learning Mishnah Berurah. In his time, Balabait, a working man working 3 hours a day. You know that?
Only work 3 hours a day?
Only 3 hours a day.
Baruch Hashem, he made it.
Today, Balabait in their time learned 7 hours a day.
Wow.
In Chafetz Chaim's time. They talk about 100 years ago. What is going on today? Today, most people are working.
Because look at the expenses.
Listen, I'm not complaining. I am not complaining. Make a mincha as early as possible.
Yeshiva
Okay, put Arizal aside. Put Arizal aside because we have so many takalot. Chacham enough berosho. You have to know how many times you skip mincha by mistake. Say the truth. Come on. I've skipped mincha many times.
I haven't missed Baruch Hashem.
Okay, you didn't miss Baruch Hashem. You're living for it.
No,
I
sometimes you just
haven't.
get
Ever since I moved over here, Baruch Hashem, I've been hitting Mincha because of all going to the
No, but whoa, one second. Hold on. This guy runs.
You know what?
Excuse me.
Because you have a
Wait a
schedule.
minute. Who are we talking to? Zahar. You know who he's talking to? He davens Mincha Gdoila. Of course he didn't skip it. I'm not talking about you, this wise guy over here. We're talking about the wise guys. All those Arizal guys. That's what I'm talking about.
It's not just Arizal guy, Rabbi.
Yeah.
People that are working on commission, people that have businesses.
Commission is the best thing.
Yeah.
The Mincha time, go to Mincha Gdoila. This is what we're saying.
If you have Mincha Gedula,
There is plenty,
next to
bro.
you. If you have Mincha Gedula next to you.
Make sure that you do it. If you want to do it, you do it properly. You make it next to you.
Work next to Mincha Gedula.
That's right.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful evening. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for joining
If I want
us.
to do my sales, I do Mincha Dola, and then I have the whole rest
That's
of
right.
it.
You see?
To do
Baruch
it.
Hashem. Skurim mitzvot. Thank you for coming. Shabbat Shalom.